Shalom, Shalom, all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honor and praise to the Apostle Elders at GMS that taught me this truth, and peace and blessings to the Akim that has their life daily, pushing this truth with sincerity, and to the Akim that has to the Aqua Listen London, Shalom. Once again, my name is Aina with GMS Detroit Bar Camp, and this is just a quick lesson on I pray that it's edifying on 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 this scripture right here. Uh, uh, um, Proverbs 11:7. The merciful man doeth good to his own soul. God and a merciful man, a man of the Lord, doeth good towards his own kind, his own people, his own soul. But he that is cruel trouble his own flesh. And this video uh, um, shows that the tender mercy of the wicked are cruel. He troubled his own flesh. And he skipped down a little bit more. Uh, uh, as righteousness tendeth to life, so is he that pursueth evil, pursueth it to his own death. She kept asking, when will it be enough? You receiving these vaccines, the stabbing jab. They say you took two of them. You was supposed to be fully vaccinated, but now they say you got to get another one, and now they say you got to get another one after that. So when is it going to be enough? When is going to be an end where they say that you finally had enough? Well, when you get four of them or five of them, these so-called vaccines, when will it be enough? Probably all the way until you dead. That's when it'll be enough. You know, matter of fact, what's so funny? What's that comedian? Black entertainer Chris Rock. He got it, and he supposed to be so-called good because he supposed to be fully vaccinated. He received both of them, and he got it. He said, "I got the thing," and let's hear this lady, go on her thing, uh, 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 um, talking about it because the scriptures say uh, 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 um, the but the crew trouble his own flesh, and he's doing to his own kind. What makes you think he could do it? He'll do good to you, and he do it to his own people. You know, hey, remember history. What happened to us back in the days with their so-called uh, uh, um, advances in medicine. How they treated the so-called Afro Americans, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know, but you want to take the word from the Most High, so you want to take their word. I've been seeing commercials where they say they trust in the science. I don't trust in nothing that they say because they control all the markets. If you made a monopoly of all the markets, and the only way that they could stay on the air is by doing everything that you say do. If they turn around and teach and give you some real news or some true news, they'll fuck around and lose their jobs. You know, they won't be on the air.
Hello. I am pulled over on the side of the road just outside of Stanthorpe, and I was going to do a video tonight, but I need to get this off my chest because I just left Wollongara. I drove 3 hours. I drove 3 hours to go down and see if there was truckies making a stand, or even
And truckies are truck drivers, and if the truck drivers stop uh, 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 boycott and stop rolling their trucks and moving commerce back and forth from the ports to the cities to the markets. Hey, if they stop doing that, hey, they will shut down every city, everywhere on this globe. If the truck drivers stop moving their commerce, everything will grind to a halt in a matter of in a matter of days. The grocery stores only have 3 days worth of supplies in there, food in there. If a truck driver, trucks stop bringing food in, them markets will be empty in a matter of days. Matter of fact, it'll be empty in a matter of hours if the people catch word that the truck drivers went on strike and they boycotting. They refusing to they're taking a stand not to drive because of the vaccine mandates. You know, people will hurry up and run to the store and buy toilet paper and everything else that they could get their hands on, or water, all that stuff. You know,
just other Australians, other people down there, maybe camped out on the border, see if they were standing for something. And I took food and I had hope. I had hope that there were people there. I really did. I went down with a positive mindset, thinking that there would be other people. And I still have hope. I still have hope, but it is not in the Australian people. It is not in Australia. It's not in the Australian spirit that we all talk about. It is in God. The only hope that I have now is in God. And the few people around me.
And what's so funny about this? She better hope that you know, uh, uh, um, she's a Hebrew Israelite because uh, um, the God of the Bible, he's not the God of the whole world. He's only the God of the children of Israel. You know, let's get that one thing straight. He's the Holy One of Israel. He's not the Holy One of the world. He's the God of the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad the whole four corners of the whole earth. It could be she could be an Israelite. I don't know. Only the angels know. The reapers know. But you know, but me myself, I feel like she's a spirit of Edomite because she's disappointed in her own people. You know,
who will continue to say no. That's it. Today, the Wollongara police and the army, they didn't even know about a blockade plan. They said, "Oh, that was down on the M1. That's it. Reedy Creek. There's talk about it down there, but they tried it yesterday and it was disbanded. And there's a bit." And I said, "So you haven't heard about a major one Australia?" He goes, "No, nothing here." And I said, "What happened at 9 o'clock?"
And soon, it was uproars in Australia a while back where they blocked the strait, and they shot rubber bullets at him, and they shot tear gas at him, and they used a water gun on him, and 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 some of them went to jail and got prosecuted, getting prosecuted for it, for they inciting a riot and all that. But the scriptures say he that trouble his the but he that is cruel trouble his own flesh, and you go down a little bit more. Uh, uh, um, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? I think I read it already. Yep. Sirach 19, 11 and 19. The righteous tendeth to life. So if he that pursueth evil pursueth his own death. And this is evil work. Hey, you are forcing people to do your thing. I have never seen the so-called governments of the world willingly, all in one accord, forcing their people to do this thing. Hey, what happened to the common cold? What happened to the flu? That went away. People don't catch the common cold no more. People don't catch the flu no more. Everything is the DVOC 91 now. You know, if you catch a heart attack or a stroke, they might say that's the DVOC 91. It's a complication from the DVOC 91. They'll catalyze you and say you die from that. Hey, man, they have you in fear, a fear mongering. Have you in fear, and you so fearful, thinking that hey, I need to hurry up and get that thing, and maybe it saved my life. But hey, listen to this
Well,
lady.
did no one parked up or did anything? He goes, no, nothing like that. I just far out. This whole Australian, she'll be right, mate, has jammed a giant missile up our asses. I'll just have.
And it's funny. She said a giant missile up their ass, and this place right here, America, is going to get messed up with them thermonuclear missiles. Hey, I'm literally sitting in the lake of fire right now, and right now I'm outside in front of my house, on my porch, making this video, and I am living in the lake of fire. This place right here, a conspiracy called Sodom and Gomorrah, Egypt, our house of bondage, so-called Afro American, Latinos, and Native Americans. Hey, this place right here is going to be lit the fuck up by them nukes, the thermonuclear warheads.
Have my vaccination. She'll be right, mate. I'll just have my booster shot. She'll be right, mate. I'll just go and get my vaccine passport. She'll be right, mate.
And they just passed a law, a mandate there in Australia that the vaccine passport, you have to have the booster vaccine for you to get that vaccine passport. So if you don't have that booster, hey, you can't get the vaccine passport, so you could travel out of that country. You stuck there until you get that booster vaccine.
I'll just live on CBDC cryptocurrency that they they control for the rest of my life. She'll be right, mate.
And this is what it's all about. It's setting you up to the willingly accept the cryptocurrency, the willing to accept the digital dollar, and willing to accept when they do away with money, the so-called MOBT, the mark of the beast. That no man might be able to buy, sell, or say he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Revelations 13 and 16. It's all about getting you to get that RFID microchip or that that brain microchip implant in your body. It's all about them trying to get back to birthright. This is what it's all about. They want the birthright back, and they want to try anything to do it. And they gonna use the words from this book and try to use it against us. But hey, the Most High already done wrote this story before the foundation of the earth was made. He's the master director, producer, and the architect of everything. The roles that the people play in this movie, the plot twist, everything that happened in this book, it was he thought about it before he even laid the foundation of this earth. And this devil think that he's going to use the Most High words to get the birthright back, where the Most High do away with the children of Israel, and then what they want is individual service. They want this kingdom, and they want the next kingdom. That's what it's all about. They have the world right now at their fingertips. Everything in this world is at their hands, but that ain't good enough. They want the kingdom as to come, and that's gonna be their downfall. Doing all the stuff that they did to us, they got to pay for it.
When will it not be right? In 10 years' time, when your daughter cannot have a child because they made her infertile in grade 12, are you going to be right then? Will you be right when your mate who quit his job because he did not want to get vaccinated, he loses everything? Are you going to be right then? What about when your sister
and they matter of fact, I got scripture I'm gonna come out with. This is Proverbs 32 23 and 1. When thou sittest to eat with a ruler, consider diligently what is before thee. And when you see consider diligently, it's H995. Consider H995, diligently H995. So you gotta think on this twice as hard. You just can't barely do some thinking on it and make a rash decision. You gotta put some real hard thinking into what you're about to do. You get when you consider diligently, hey, you really put some intent thinking on what you're about to do. And matter of fact, let me grab that word. It's it's Strong's G H 995. Ben Ba I N Banai Ben or Bani or Bana Bana And when you go to the meaning of words, discern, understand, consider. You're supposed to discern twice as hard. You're supposed to try to understand twice as hard. And you're supposed to consider twice as hard. You're supposed to perceive and discern twice as hard, to understand, to know with your mind, observe, mark, give heed to, distinguish, to consider. Hey, man, hey, you supposed to put hard thought into this thing, what you about to do, to to be discerning, to be discerning, intelligent, discreet, have understanding. Cause to understand, to give understanding, to show oneself discerning or attentive. A consider diligently, and and prudent regard. You supposed to be really mindful of what's happening right then and there. You know what is before thee, and when thou sittest to eat with a ruler, a who are the rulers of this world right now? The so-called presidents, the prime ministers, a your 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 people that you so-called voted in, the congressman lady, these are your rulers. They make the laws of your land, of the land that you live in. These ones that make the decisions for you, that put a knife to thy throat, if thou be a man given to appetite. If somebody putting a knife to your throat, they are forcing you. Uh, 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 um, they are forcing you. They are mortally forcing you with death. That's forcing you. Put a knife to your throat. Hey, they forcing you with death. Be not desirous of his dainties, for they are deceitful meats. And one thing, when you come in this truth, you put off that weak nature. You set off what's your feelings. You detach from being going in your emotions. You put off the old man. You know, you don't think with your emotions. You instead of any thinking, you watch, and you look, and then you react to it after you could watch it diligently. You don't rush and make rash decisions. Wisdom Solomon too. And one, when thou come serve the Lord, prepare thyself for temptation. Set thy heart aright. When you set your heart aright, meaning your mind aright. A person that have mastery over his mind, a person that's all in his emotions, like Drake. You know, be not desirous of his dainties, for they are deceitful meats. Be not desirous of these things in this life, man. Man, it's nothing. The things in this life is gonna pass away when the Lord returns. Esau is not going to keep ruling this place and ruling these nations forever. No, this ain't gonna happen. He ain't gonna keep on running things and running all the markets. He's about to go down. All the nations is going to light this place up, America, like it's the 4th of July over here with the nukes. You know, labor not to be rich, and cease from thy own wisdom, and this thing right here, you taking the stabbing jab, the vaccine because you want to go back to normalcy. I want to go back to normal. Hey, things ain't gonna be normal, no, ever again. They never. These devils never let a good crisis go to waste. Hey, they gonna use any more crisis they can find to slowly take with gradualism, strip you of what you think you have your rights is. Hey, they're gonna slowly remove all the so-called rights that you thought you had. And soon you're gonna see that when you think this devil is for you, he gonna show his horns, his real horns. You know, hey, I'll skip down to 23:6. Eat not the bread of him that have an evil eye, neither desire thou of his dainty meats. And man, you gonna take the stabbing jab, and this man is evil to his own kind. This Proverbs 12:10. A righteous man regardeth the life of his beast, but the tender mercy of the wicked are cruel. Hey, he's cruel to his own. Hey, he's cruel to his own, man. And scriptures say, matter of fact, Sirach 40:9. No, not that one yet. 14:5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? And if he's evil to his own people, his own kind, what makes you think he's going to be good to you? You know? What makes you think he's going to be good to his own kind, his own people? You know? There is none worse than he that envy himself, and this is a recompense of his wickedness. And read that again. There is none worse than he that envy himself. When you envy yourself, that's rough. You hate yourself. You envy your own self, your own people. And this is the recompense of his wickedness. And if he doeth good, he doeth unwillingly. And at the last, he will declare his wickedness. And the horns gonna come out. The scripture say, Revelations. Let me see where you at. Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, and woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he know he have but a short time, and he knows that he has a little time to do everything that he has to do, because he know that these angels, a disciple of these chariots, he know that they are not little green men. You know, he knows this, but he's going to try to portray like the UFOs are aliens. We being attacked by aliens, but no, they ain't aliens. That's the Lord. That's the Most High and His Son and the angels. You know, you know. I'm gonna put this in the description box because hey, she is scared as hell, and hey, this devil is gonna get even worse. You know, and he if he do it to his own kind, what makes you think he gonna do good to you? You know, uh, um, and he's stressing his own. He think he's gonna do good to you, and he's doing this to his own people. Hey, I don't see it. I don't see it happening. So you know, I'm gonna end it on that because I try to do this video about like 4 times, and if I go past a certain time, this video will not go through. So with that said, shalom.